Luke, when you watch that fourth quarter, those last 5.5, 6 minutes especially, where did you think things got away on the offensive end for you?
Well, we had a chance to really, we had a 10, 11-point lead. We got stops. And if we had done a better job executing our knockdown, a shot or two, we could have pushed it to 15. But the part of the what we can take from that is, one, again, the game's never over, especially when you're dealing with players in this league that are as good as Lillard or CJ on that team. So you got to take advantage of your opportunities, and then down the stretch, we had our blitz package on, but a lot of times we just couldn't get to it. He was just hitting shots from too deep, or he was pulling up without the screen. Then we did try to blitz him one time. He got around the big and got to the rim and got a foul. So you got to give him a lot of credit, but we can be much better defensively. We didn't do a good job of jumping into the ball, putting the pressure on the guards, and then offensively, our execution, we got sloppy down the stretch, which is unfortunate because it needs to get more crisp down the end as far as setting hard screens, setting your man up to get the cuts. We were kind of just going one-on-one a little bit, hoping people would make a big shot, and we got to be better on that.
Luke, from your perspective, because I think from a Laker fan's perspective, and all of us that cover the team, there's this expectation because of the way you guys are playing, you're going to win games. And everyone's bummed that you didn't win that game last night. It's kind of a nice feeling after the last couple of years that you guys walk away from that saying, we had an 11-point lead, we got to close that out against a really good team.
Yeah, it's the feeling we want, and it's the feeling that these guys have earned recently with the way that they've played, and we gotta now. We have to take this loss and not let it affect us in a negative way. We got to accept it for what it is, and know. I mean, realistically, it was kind of the opposite of the San Antonio game. Like they had a big lead on us late in that game, and we stole a win there. So it happens, but we have to regroup, refocus, and not let this turn into a losing streak, and get back to playing how we were playing while we win.
You guys had to learn how to win without Zell. Then you had to learn how to win without Nancy Clarkson. Now there's no BI and Josh Hart. How much does that affect you guys defensively? It really showed last night, right?
A lot, but I still give our guys credit. I mean, we're definitely figuring things out on the go with new players and guys playing out of position. But our guys get a lot of credit, man. They battled last night. They built a 10, 11-point lead against a playoff team without those guys, and it's definitely more challenging. But everyone on our team is very capable of playing defense and getting stops, and we just have to do it as a group. And for a lot of the game, we had some success doing it.
How much does chemistry and truly guys buying into the way you guys want to play have to do with all this?
Everything for us right now. We have to play for each other. We have to have each other's backs. We have to be communicating. And when we do, we give ourselves a chance to win. If we don't play that way, if we play selfish and we're not out there talking with the injuries we have and where we're at, we're not going to have a very good chance of winning very many games. It was good. There was a lot of frustration, which I like, but there wasn't a dark cloud over us. There was still laughter and joy. And once we got out here to the court, the film room was a little quiet. But you like that. You like guys to be angry after a loss. But when we got out here on the court, we want it to be fun. We want these guys enjoying themselves, and they seemed like they were.
What did you emphasize in the film?
We had a longer film session because we can't get our work done on the court really right now with the amount of minutes guys are playing and with the amount of bodies that are out. So we did a lot of our teaching today in the film room. Offense, we showed the good and the bad. Defense, we showed the good and the bad. And then we came out here and just did some 5-on-0 stuff with different groups, and other groups got shots up.
With the way last night played out, how much is there room? How much room is there for like the moral victory mentality, if there's any room for it at all?
No, as in last night being a moral victory.
Right.
No, it was a loss. It's a game we felt like we should have won, and we let it get away from us. And that's with Portland. That was our last chance at them this year. So they swept us in 3 games that we felt we could have. I'm not going to say we should have won, but games we could have won, and they got all 3 of them. So that's that doesn't feel good. We got to wait till next year for our chance again. But no moral victories, and that. Happy with the way we played for the most part of it.
How would you evaluate the process of trying to integrate Isaiah into what you're doing, getting him to buy into the system, but also letting him be himself?
Well, that's a work in progress, but he's been great. It's one of those things that he's been out there leading on the floor and talking to guys about where to be, positioning. Hasn't complained at all. I know he wants to start. I know he wants to be in all the time. And there's games where he's played huge minutes. There's games where he hasn't finished down the stretch, and he's been just an unbelievable teammate to these guys and a great professional so far. And then I spent time talking with him today as far as what he sees, what we can do as a coaching staff to get him cleaner looks or plays that maybe he's run with other teams. Now that he sees how we play, how we can manipulate that for his advantage. So the communication is open, and we're continuing to build that and work towards what's most effective for us.
In past years, last year for you and then the last several years for this team, the playoffs have been so far out of reach that by this point, it's understood the last game's going to be mid-April and everybody's going to go on with their lives. This year, playoffs might still be out of reach, but you're so much closer. Do you sense like a frustration with these guys that they're almost there, that the season's still going to end, or that they're realizing there is more to play for?
Well, there's definitely more to play for. I don't get the sense at all that our guys have mailed it in and ready for the summer. Like they're playing their tails off right now. And honestly, they talk about the playoffs in the locker room amongst each other. It's not one of the things I like bringing up. I like to keep it more in what we're doing day to day. But they know how important it is for us to continue to build and to get better. And we can't waste the last 20 games of the season. We got to use these as opportunities to build momentum into the summer, whether it's the playoffs or not. Build momentum and get confidence and get better, because it's all part of the journey that we're on to get back to being a playoff and eventually a championship team.
Luke,
Last year,
right. Well, Lonzo said last night that he hit his knee coming off a screen. What did you see from him overall? And he didn't seem to be as involved.
Yeah, I thought the early foul trouble got him out of his rhythm a little bit. And he didn't, he had moments where he looked great, and he had other moments where we were trying to get him more involved. But I think, it's tough when you're excited, you're playing great, and then you get 2 quick fouls, and then you got to sit, and then you pick up a 3rd foul in the second, and then you got to sit. So that's always a challenge, but I think that just kind of threw his rhythm off a little bit.
Did his knee affect him? I think he said he banged his knee a little bit. How much did that affect him? He's showing us.
What, last night?
Yeah.
I think he was. Obviously he was limping a little bit, but he said he was good. I don't think it really affected him that much. He was a little sore today, so he did the foul. We weren't going to do any activity with him other than 5-on-0 type of stuff and shooting, and that's all he really did besides get treatment.
Is he doing a better job of, sorry, follow up. Is he doing a better job of playing through
He's playing with pain, yeah. So, and he's doing a good job of it. So yes, he's doing a good job of playing with pain.
last question?
Last year, you've been waiting for this one, clearly. Last year, Isaiah was one of, if not the best fourth quarter scorer in the league. How do you balance on a night like last night sort of those type of accomplishments with shots weren't falling for him? It's probably not 100% back to health, but close in terms of the way he's playing.
Well, we have all the confidence in the world that he's going to make those shots, and I think most nights he will. He's proven that he's one of those players that the fourth quarter, the bigger the game gets, the more pressure. That's normally when he plays at his best. So, did he miss some shots that he normally hits? Yeah, but that happens to everybody in the league. And he'll be a guy that we continue to look to get buckets for us in fourth quarters and late in games.